As you develop strength and flexibility learning these new exercises, you should also continue to concentrate on the fundamental principles introduced in the basic Pilates series. Becoming more proficient in the Pilates method allows you to focus more upon breathing. Mr. Pilates himself wrote, "Above all, learn to breathe correctly." In the Pilates method, proper breathing is an effective tool that is meant to enhance, ease, and give energy to your movements. Generally, we inhale as the carriage moves away from the foot bar and exhale as the carriage returns. However, do not allow the breath to become a source of tension or distraction. It is more important to feel the breath naturally.
The next level is the intermediate reformer. We continue building on the experience of the basic reformer, adding new challenges. Once again, with control, ease yourself onto the carriage. Footwork is the first. Toes apart, heels lifted, and of course deepening the powerhouse. It is the powerhouse that brings the carriage out. It is not leg work. It is working on length and placement. So we not only stretch the legs, we also lengthen through the pelvis, through the abdominal wall, the spine, all the way through the neck. Second variation on the arches. Really press the middle of the foot into the foot bar, draping the toes over, like a bird on a perch. Make sure the knees stay firmly together, hugging that midline. Strongly working in the center of the body. Third variation picks up the tempo. We push the carriage out and pull it in. So you are working the springs. Every time you bend the knees, pull the toes to the knees, creating resistance. Last variation, on the toes, tendon stretch. Stretch the heel, follow the springs, lift up against the springs. The lower the heels, the more you lift up into the powerhouse. We work stabilizing through opposition. After the footwork, do 100. Try this time to grab the handles and lower the foot bar simultaneously. Start with the legs at 45 degrees. Long arms, vigorously pumping, only pivoting in the shoulders. The elbows are long, the wrists are long, the fingers are long, thumbs with the fingers. Widen the collarbones, slide the shoulder blades down the back so the base of the blades are still on the mat. Lengthen through the back of the neck, reaching the gaze into the center. Keep the legs long but soft, easy on the knees. As transition, take the straps in one hand. In one flowing motion, take off 2 springs, lower the headpiece, ready for short spine massage. Shorten the straps. Simultaneously bend both knees, lift the powerhouse, and slip the straps onto the feet. Once again, more towards the heels. Straps reach out in the frog, bring the carriage in. Lower the knees towards the blocks, deepen the powerhouse, lengthen through the spine. Always work the powerhouse, lengthen through the spine. So we stretch small of the back, hence the name short spine massage. Make it one continuously flowing movement. Then take hold of the handles, transition into coordination, lengthen out inhale, hold the breath as you open and close the legs with control. Exhale, deepen the powerhouse, knees to nose, lengthen to the elbows, in with the air. Hold the breath as you deepen the powerhouse. Exhale, reach to the fingers, lengthen to the knees. Lengthen to the elbows, complete the exhalation. Again, flow, open and close, reach, deepen and deepen. Take the straps in one hand, place them down with control. For our next exercise, we go to the high barrel. In with the air, lift, out with the air, reach back. In with the air, extend the legs, exhale, reach back. One more in-breath, hold, and on the last exhalation, drape yourself back over the barrel. Once again, with flow. Inhale, lift through the powerhouse, exhale. Straighten the legs on the in-breath, exhale again, lift through the powerhouse. Inhale, lengthen long, pause. Exhale, ease yourself back down off the barrel. One last time. Inhale, exhale, really let the breath flow. Lengthen to the powerhouse, lift and protect the lower back, arch in the upper back. Stretch long and ease yourself down over the barrel, lengthen. Then we return to the reformer for the long box series. This time we place the box lengthwise in front of the shoulder blocks. Line yourself up with the shoulders flush with the back edge of the box. Take hold of the straps, lengthen to the legs and the neck. Inhale, open the chest, reach. And release with control. Initially, we keep the neck long, working just in the upper back. Slide the shoulder blades down the rib cage and come up to just the base of the chest muscle. On the second variation, the T, we slide the hands back over the strap. Now lengthen the arms all the way back over the buttocks. Widen to the side, lengthen to the legs, lengthen to the crown of the head. Always initiate from the shoulder blades. Lengthen sideways and lengthwise. Lift the powerhouse into the back. Then take the straps in one hand. Add a second spring for the swimming backstroke. Sit down all the way in front of the box. By the time you lie down, the shoulders are in front of the back edge. Inhale up to the ceiling, exhale to the side. Reach forward, inhale, deepen and deepen. Exhale, return to the starting position. Inhale, exhale, deepen the powerhouse. Crunch deeply into the abdominal wall, return. Continue reaching to the fingers, reaching into the center. And one last time. Make sure the arms and legs go in a small V. Take the straps in one hand, transition one spring into the teaser series. Bring tension onto the springs, chin to chest, ribs in, deepen the powerhouse and come into the teaser position. Every time scooping the powerhouse in and up. 3 repetitions and with control, lie back down. Hold the tension on the strap. Second repetition, lift the arms, lift the legs, lift the chest. With control, ease yourself down to the box, hold the tension on the straps. Third time, lift even higher, above the head. Continue lifting not only the arms, also the legs and the chest, deepening the powerhouse in and up. With control, ease yourself down. Then take the straps in one hand and place them in the well. We now turn the box the short way for the short box series. Center the box, 2 springs, and prepare the pull. Sit in the middle of the box, a hand width from the back edge. Strong legs, firmly holding onto the straps. We start with round back. Hug the abdominals into the back. Roll small of the back down, sacrum touching the box. Deepen the powerhouse on the way up. In with the air on the way down. Out with the air as you come back forward. This time we can go all the way over the box, stretching into the well. Chin to chest, ribs in. Hug the abdominals, wrap the buttocks. A next step will be reaching the arms overhead. Lengthen, stretch, bring the arms up simultaneously and ease yourself through the hug back center. Next variation is the flat back. Lift the bar and lengthen the spine up and center. Inhale on the way back, exhale on the way up. Hold a firm base, strong legs, firmly hanging onto the strap. Side to side, collarbones in front of hip bones. Lengthen and stretch. Lengthen and lift. Inhale, exhale, center. Inhale, reach to the opposite side. Exhale, center. Next challenge, add the twist. Reach and center. Twist, lengthen, twist and reach through the side body, making sure that both sides of the body stay equally long. Notice how the base stays firm. Pelvis is square, legs are strong and even. The three. First, limbering. Lift the back into the leg. Gentle, stretching the hamstrings. Then climb into the tree, deepen the powerhouse. Pull the leg back, this time perpendicular to the box, and walk down the tree, deepening the powerhouse. Initially, we only go to the level of the box. Lift the spine up. Once again, initiating from the powerhouse, pull the leg up. Walk down, deepen the powerhouse. Try to first lift the navel, then lift the chest, then lengthen to the full spine. Last one. Walk all the way down. And this time extend the spine into the well. Keep the leg strong and also work the standing leg, in this case the left. Limbering first, lift the back so the back has a right angle to the box. Climb into the tree, holding on to that very uplifted spine. Then deepen the powerhouse. Pull the leg perpendicular to the box and climb down the tree. Hold the leg under the strap very strong. Always making sure to start the action from the core. Lift the navel to the thigh, chest the height of the knee, and lengthen to the neck. On the last one, we'll go all the way off the box. Pull both kneecaps up strongly. Strong, active legs. Place the box back, and we prepare now for the long stretch series. Headpiece comes up, and place a pad on the headpiece. Then bring the foot bar in the upright position, and in one smooth flowing motion come into your plank position. Deepen the powerhouse in and up to bring the carriage back and forth. Make sure the heels stay over the toes and the shoulder blades slide down the back. Lengthen through the side neck, creating one continuous line. The second variation is the down stretch. Bring the knees down to the carriage, place the heels against the blocks. Lift the lower body, inhale back, slowly empty the lungs. Once again, inhale, deepen the exhalation. Lift to the lower body, lift the chest. Last time, really squeeze all the air out of the lungs. So much so that we float up to the fingertips. Then a clean transition into the up stretch. Fold in half, reach out, wrap the tailbone under, and come in. Keep the powerhouse lifted in and up. And with control, lower the heels, lift the toes into the elephant. Once again, the powerhouse is in and up. At this level, we pick up the flow, reach out 1 count, come in for 3 counts. And we add the challenge, one-legged elephant. Reach the leg back and make sure both buttocks are even. Hips are in one line. Lift the powerhouse up. Keep the ribs lifted into the spine. Reach to the back heel as you draw the standing heel under. Continue lifting all 5 toes in the air. Resist the carriage in. Next is the stomach massage series. Place 4 springs and a pad on the carriage. Sit to the front edge of the carriage with the tailbone well curled under. Take hold of the sides and from the powerhouse push out. Lower the heels, lift the heels. Always make sure that you initiate from the powerhouse. Not only in but also up, so we don't compress the lower back. We lengthen the spine, curving the spine up and over, making sure that the shoulders are placed over the hips. Second variation, take off a spring, hands go back. Place the hands with the hand palms facing each other. This allows the shoulders and the chest to open even more. Although the lower back is curled under, the upper back is lifting and opening. On this second variation, we pick up the tempo. Work with a crisp flow. Take off. Now the spring and reaching up. Make sure you spend more time in lifting and less on the preparation when you're out. Continue reaching to the spine, continuing through the arms and the fingertips. As a next step, we add a twisting motion through this last variation. Inhale on the way up. Exhale as you wring the lungs empty in the twist. Make sure you square off the pelvis and we only twist from the waist. Continue lengthening through the spine, reaching to the crown of the head. The next exercise is the semicircle. Lower the foot bar. Bring yourself all the way to the front of the carriage. Place the toes on the foot bar and the heels on the frame. Then press out. First movement, sink into the springs. Push out, lift the pelvis and come floating in. Down with control. Out, lift the pelvis and reach forward. This exercise gives you a great stretch in the hips on the way forward, and on the reverse it opens the upper body, chest and shoulders. Try to keep the carriage still when it's out and you drape yourself down to the springs. The edge of the carriage is just under the shoulder blades. On the last one, bring the carriage all the way in, take the arms forward and take hold of the ankles. Deepening the stretch. Make sure the knees stay as wide as the hips. With control, slide back, head between the shoulder blocks, ease the carriage in and then step off. We now prepare the straps for the leg circles and the frog. Once again, put on the extra straps, bring the handle and the leather loop together, slip the extra strap through, and make sure the hardware is on the outside. Also double check if the leather strap is flat and not twisted. Then you lie down and place the strap towards the heel of the feet. Bring the arms alongside by the body and pause. Extend the legs out and start the circling. Make sure not to go wider than the frame of the reformer and not lower, so the straps do not touch the shoulder blocks. This range will deeply work into your powerhouse. Always work with the accent into the powerhouse. The action is to deepen and lift. The frog works in opposition to the deepening of the powerhouse. Careful when you bend the knees in that the tailbone stays firmly planted into the carriage. Open the knees only as wide as the shoulders. Place the straps into the well, lift the foot bar, and we prepare for the knee stretch series. Place the heels against the blocks, sit back towards the heels, round to back. And with a vigorous tempo, accent on the in, work the powerhouse, rounding the back. Second variation, arch the upper back. Lift the powerhouse to protect the lower back. Continue pushing away from the foot bar. Slide the shoulders on the back, lift the powerhouse, and once again work with a strong rhythm, accent on the in. The last, with control, bring the knees down. Return the spring setting to 4 springs for the running. Center yourself, deepen the powerhouse in and up, and work with a nice vigorous up tempo. Make sure you bring a lot of movement to the carriage, up and up and up, and press the heel up into the arch. Pelvic lift, lift the pelvis till the lower ribs are about to come off. Then make sure the sacrum stays in the same plane. The tendency will be to lift the sacrum on the way in and to let it come down on the way out. Try, however, to keep that sacrum in the same plane. Continue softening the top body. Soften the chest, the ribs, the belly. And on the last one, gently lower the body down. Then with control, step off, and we prepare the reformer for the side splits. Lower the foot bar and use 2 pads. We work on 2 springs initially. Eventually, the exercise is done on 1 spring. Place the pad securely under the foot bar and then step up in the center. First on the stable part. Step to the frame and then shimmy your foot out until the foot hits the shoulder block. Make sure the weight is on the outer edges of the feet. We don't turn out, we have the feet fully parallel.